Hello and welcome to the channel. Timeline and sources of history. Number 1. Understanding history. History is the study of past events and human societies. The historian E. H. Carr defined history as a continuous dialogue between the past and the present. History helps us understand how societies evolved, what changes occurred, and how past events shape the present. Historical knowledge is preserved in museums, monuments, manuscripts, and oral traditions. Example: the National Museum in New Delhi houses ancient artifacts such as statues, coins, weapons, and ornaments that provide insights into the past. Number 2. Measuring historical time. Time measurement is crucial in history to understand the sequence of events. Different civilizations have their own methods of marking time. Common dating systems. Gregorian calendar, internationally used, is based on the birth of Jesus Christ. It divides time into BCE, before Common Era, is called BC, before Christ, CE, Common Era, that is AD, Anno Domini, meaning in the year of the Lord. There is no year 0. 1 BCE is immediately followed by 1 CE. Example calculation. If Buddha was born in 560 BCE, how many years ago was that from 2024 CE? 560 plus 2024 minus 1, that is 2583 years ago. Other calendars. Many cultures use different calendars for religious or cultural purposes. Hindu calendar, Panchang, based on both the sun and moon. Islamic calendar, lunar based, starts from Prophet Muhammad's migration, Hijri. Jewish calendar follows lunar solar cycles. Chinese calendar used for festivals and astrology. Number 3. Evolution of historical timelines. Timeline of Earth's history. The Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. Important evolutionary milestones. First life forms, bacteria, around 3.5 billion years ago. First fish, around 500 million years ago. First reptiles, around 300 million years ago. First mammals, around 200 million years ago. Early humans, around 2 million years ago. Timeline of human history. Early humans, hunter-gatherers, around 2 million years ago. Agricultural begins around 10,000 BCE, Neolithic period. Indus Saraswati civilization, around 2600 BCE. Buddha's birth, around 560 BCE. Mauryan Empire, around 322 BCE. Gupta Empire, around 4th century CE. Arrival of Mughals, 1526 CE. British rule, 1757 to 1947 CE. Independence of India, 1947 CE. Modern era, 21st century, from 2001 to the present. Number 4. Professions that study the past. Several specialists contribute to our understanding of history. Geologists study Earth's physical structure, rocks and layers. The stratigraphy help determine the age of fossils and artifacts. Paleontologists study fossils of plants, animals, and early humans. Fossils provide information about prehistoric life and evolution. Anthropologists study human societies, cultures, and traditions. They analyze tools, clothing, and social structures and languages. Archaeologists study material remains such as pottery, inscriptions, tools, and monuments. Use techniques like excavation, carbon dating, and stratigraphy to determine the age of objects. For example, archaeologists discovered Harappa and Mohenjo-daro in the 1920s, providing insights into the Indus Valley civilization. Number 5. Time measurement in history. Historians divide time into centuries and millennia for easy reference. Century, a period of 100 years. 20th century, 1901 to 2000 CE. 21st century, 2001 to 2100 century CE. Millennium, a period of 1000 years. The first millennium CE 1 to 1000 CE, second millennium CE 1001 to 2000 CE, and third millennium CE the 2001 to 3000 CE. Number 6. Indian traditional calendars. India follows multiple calendars for different purposes. Panchanga, Hindu calendar, is widely used for determining religious festivals and rituals, predicting eclipses and weather patterns. The Saka era 78 CE and Bikram Sambat 57 BCE are official Indian calendars. Number 7. Sources of history. Historians rely on various sources to reconstruct the past. Family history as a source. Family histories provide personal insights into the past. Sources include old photographs and letters, family diaries and stories passed down orally, ID cards, the property records, and birth certificates. These sources help trace genealogy and personal history. Written and material sources. Historians classify sources into primary and secondary categories. Primary sources: first-hand records, inscriptions, writings on stone, copper plates, and monuments like Ashokan edicts. Manuscripts: handwritten records on palm leaves and birch bark. Coins provide information about rulers, economy, and trade. Monuments: architectural structures like temples, forts, and stupas. Secondary sources: interpretations based on primary sources, books, articles, and research papers written by historians, documentaries, movies, and digital archives. Archaeological and literary sources. Archaeological sources: excavations, pottery, seals, tools, and skeletal remains. Literary sources: ancient texts like the Vedas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and the Buddhist Jataka tales. Importance of history. Understanding change helps us see how societies and cultures evolve over time. Learning from mistakes helps avoid repeating past mistakes. Identity and heritage connects us to our roots and traditions. Inspiration teaches about great leaders, scientists, and thinkers. Conclusion. History is essential for understanding the past, present, and future. Different civilizations use various calendars to record time. Historians rely on archaeological, written, and oral sources to reconstruct historical events. By studying history, we can learn about human progress and cultural diversity.